Chapter 5. The world is setting the stage. When headlines become scripture. There is a moment in every major film when you realize the opening scenes were not random. The detail you noticed in the first 10 minutes, the ticking clock, the overheard conversation, the newspaper headline, was not there by accident. The storyteller planted it. It becomes a key that unlocks the ending. Bible prophecy works the same way. The ancient writers described events and technologies and global structures that made no sense to their original readers. They were writing about a world they could not fully see. And now, for the first time in history, we are living in a world where those descriptions are starting to make sense. The Doomsday Clock. Since 1947, the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists has maintained what they call the Doomsday Clock, a symbolic representation of how close humanity is to self-destruction. At its creation, it stood at 7 minutes to midnight. As of 2026, the bulletin moved the clock to 85 seconds to midnight, the closest it has ever been set. These are not religious people making prophetic claims. They are scientists and policy experts, and they are saying that the world is more dangerous right now than at any previous point in recorded history. The secular world is announcing its own countdown. The infrastructure of control. The Book of Revelation describes a time when a global system will control buying and selling, when no one will be able to participate in the economy without bearing a specific mark or identifier. For centuries, readers of Revelation wondered how such a system could possibly function. How do you monitor every financial transaction on Earth? We now know exactly how it works. We are building it. The rollout of fifth-generation wireless networks, 5G, has created the infrastructure for what technologists call the Internet of Things. A world where billions of devices, from cars to refrigerators, are connected in a single continuous network. Every device can be monitored, tracked, and if necessary, controlled. Facial recognition technology, already deployed in major cities around the world, can identify individuals in crowds with accuracy rates above 99%. Biometric databases, fingerprints, iris scans, facial geometry are being assembled by governments and corporations simultaneously. China has already implemented a social credit system that controls citizens' access to transportation, housing, and employment based on their behavior scores. This is not a conspiracy theory. It is infrastructure. It is already built. The 666 system described in Revelation no longer requires a miracle to implement. It requires only a political decision. The artificial intelligence threshold. Perhaps the most stunning prophetic development of our era is the rise of artificial intelligence. For decades, computer scientists have distinguished between narrow AI, systems that do one thing extremely well, like playing chess or recognizing faces, and artificial general intelligence, or AGI, a machine that can think across domains the way a human being does. We have crossed, or are very close to crossing, that threshold. Beyond AGI lies what researchers call superintelligence, an artificial mind that surpasses human cognitive ability not just in one area, but in every area simultaneously. Some of the world's leading AI researchers believe this transition could occur within this decade. What does this have to do with prophecy? Think about the image of the beast, described in Revelation 13, an image that can speak, that appears to be alive, that commands worship. For 2,000 years, this was metaphor today. It is a technical specification. An AI system with super-intelligent capabilities deployed globally, connected to the surveillance infrastructure already in place, controlled by a centralized authority. That is the beast system. Not as a future speculation, as an engineering roadmap. The 2030 Agenda. In 2015, the United Nations adopted what it called the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, a comprehensive plan for global governance, economic redistribution, and institutional transformation to be completed by the year 2030. Whatever one thinks of the stated goals of the 2030 Agenda, the timeline is striking. The convergence of global institutional change, the prophetic windows identified in this book, and the technological thresholds being crossed right now all center on the same narrow range of years. We are not watching the distant horizon. The ship has left port. This chapter is not about fear. It is not a call to build a bunker or stockpile supplies or distrust governments. The Christian response to converging prophetic signs is not panic, it is clarity. Jesus said, "When these things begin to take place, stand up and lift up your heads, because your redemption is drawing near."